Hello, hello, hello. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Let me wipe this camera real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Good day to all. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys woke up with good, positive energy. Just came in here like always, guys. I usually stop in here now and then, but lately, I don't know, for some reason, things be coming to my mind and been driving around. I guess I'm bored, and I'm in the mood of sharing my thoughts and stuff like that, and so on. There's a question that a person asked me on one of the videos. That they didn't understand what bilongo is, the word. And I just answered them a few minutes ago, and I put bilongo is medicine. Medicine, okay? A lot of people forget sometimes that maybe because they don't look at it this way, or they don't practice any type of spirituality. When you say bilongo, for us, we know that it's medicine. It's what we use. The natural herbs, the natural roots, the leaves, the stems, the trees, the bark, anything that comes from nature that has a property of whatever the property of that tree or plant or leaf or a root, whatever property it has, and we need to use that property that plant brings, or that spirituality that's in that property of that substance, that plant, or whatever of nature we are using. We use it as a type of medicine. It's a medicine for curing, for destroying. It's medicine in totality. Why do I say curing and destroying? And why is it that I say that? A lot of us that don't understand this forget that a lot of us here, especially now in these days, 2024 beyond and before this, we're in a time that the pharmaceutical industry is ridiculous. It has put out so many types of medications out here that you go to a doctor and they just put a Band-Aid giving you a pill, right? It's not about curing you. It's about making you feel good, in a sense. But and if you do research, that little Band-Aid that they gave you as a pill is ruining other things in your body, or is giving you secondary effects. And if you look at a pill, especially if it's a pill that's used, that what they use is natural, because it usually medications that we used, especially way back, came from plants, and a lot of them do still come from plants, unless it's a synthetic medication that's made up in a laboratory. The medications that we take these days, for us, we will say is bilongo, because it's something that comes from a natural source, And on the other hand, why I say we could use for destroy, or we could use to cure or to do good, is because there are plants and different things here on earth that's natural, that, like I said, it carries a property. And even if it's something of that's beneficial for you, like let's say You drink tea, right? And the tea that you make comes from lemon leaves, let's say lime leaves or lemon leaves or orange leaves, and those are the leaves that you use to make your tea. That could be beneficial for you, right? And helping you with a lot of things in your anatomy, right? But at the same time, too much of it could have a opposite reaction, have an opposite effect. That's why a lot of something that's good could turn real easily into something that's not beneficial and that's no good for you. And this is where the person that practices these traditions, that learn how to use these herbs and learn how to use these roots and learn how to use these seeds and these leaves and this bark and this stem, they have to know what they're doing. They have to know actually what they're doing. They have to know the amount that they're putting in and all that. Because if you're going to ingest something that someone gives you, they have to know. And not only that, these days a lot of people are suffering from different type of medical conditions. So I could give you something to remedy a issue that you have, but because of the medical conditions that you have that I'm not aware of, I could be doing harm to you. So that's why a lot of times you won't see too many people in the tradition doing elixirs and stuff for people in a wide range, in a big range. There's only certain types, and it's when the Inquisi says what to do and all that, and then they'll give it to you because they have the affirmation of the Inquisi that is fine. Don't worry about it. I'm taking care of it. But Bilongo is medicine. And Bilongo, the majority of people here on this earth, especially here in the United States, are consuming Bilongo every day for different types of reasons and medical problems. And then you have the Bilongo that people are using for no reason, but they are addicted to it. And this is why I say that too much of something could be bad for you. Look how many people we have here in the United States into drugs, living in the streets, stealing, robbing, selling themselves just to buy something that's going to make them feel good for an X amount of time. And then when that wears off, they go again into doing the same thing again. And not only that, by doing that, they're around different type of diseases and infections and sharing things. So, this is something that we have to be aware of. And I know, we know, but some of us sometimes kind of forget about these things. And we start looking at people with disgust or in a different way. And it's very difficult to acknowledge and understand those people that are on these drugs, that are addicts. It's very difficult for a person that has never done drugs and was never addicted to anything to look at somebody else and laugh at them, or to look at somebody else and see them as disgusting, or they shouldn't live, they should be killed or something. That's very difficult for somebody to not acknowledge really what these people are going through. And I understand some people get in it because of peer pressure and they're in the condition they are now. Some people get in it because of pure ignorance. Some people get in it because they feel as though this is going to take their pain away and their suffering. And some people get in it because they want to just try it, and they end up being hooked on it, and this is what happens. You understand? But at the end of the day, Bilongo is medicine, and depending of how you use it and what is it for, and what type of natural substances and herbs and things of this nature you use, it has an effect. And it has a curative property and other properties also in them. So, you know, that's just a small explanation on something that I was thinking about. And I actually was thinking about something else. I was looking at, and I spoke to this the other day to my tata, right? We were speaking about some other stuff, and I said, the other day, I went to do a delivery, and a lady came out, and she offered me a couple of cookies. I'm trying to stay away from, you know, the sweets, the sugar, the white sugar, you know. I stay away from it, totally. When I drink coffee only once in the morning, and it's stevia. I don't use any other type of sweetener. And I don't drink soda or juices, and I drink water. Now, she gives me these cookies, and she wanted to offer me more than one, and I kind of said, no, just give me one. That's okay, give me two. So I kind of ate one in front of her, so she could see, you know, that I'm pleased, thank you for it, you know. And I took one and put it in the car, wrapped it in a napkin. Later on the day, while I was doing the deliveries around 2 o'clock, I opened the napkin and I started biting it. And my mind said, what came to my mind was, this cookie tastes good. This cookie is a nourishment for my body. I take care of myself of not eating too much sugar, so this cookie is not going to affect me, you know, too much, because I don't have diabetes. I take care of myself in that way, so I could eat this cookie with no problem. I exercise regularly. I walk, lift weights here now and then. At the house, I got my own equipment, and I said, but the lady that gave me these cookies, she can't eat them because she was restricted from eating sweets because of her what it is. I just said the word, but it left my mind. Because of being diabetic. And I said the same thing as I just spoke about Bilongo and about medicine and plants and pills. I looked at the cookie. And when I bit the cookie, what came to my mind is, this cookie is good for me, because I could eat this cookie. But this cookie right here, not too many people could eat it that have medical conditions of this type. So it's good for me, but it's bad for them. And it was just a cookie. Think about it, guys. Have a great day. Be safe. Talk to you in a next video. Hopefully, I don't know, whenever. Later, tomorrow, next week. Have a great day, guys.